Hiya. I'm going to be talking to you about my group's project module management. This is my critical reflection on it. The purpose of the task. The group arranged a seminar which explored the evolving landscape of community development in Northern Ireland. It was mainly focused on the tension between professionalism and activism within this sector. There will be a main speaker, Margaret Edwith, and a panel to help address questions that may arise in which they can help navigate the different organisations such as grassroots groups like East Belfast Community Development Association and others. This seminar will highlight how the field has developed over the years and shifted, especially for grassroots volunteer based organisations such as residence groups and community groups to professional groups. This seminar will bring all these groups together to discuss the concerns they may have around funding, power imbalance, and decision making, plus a chance to network with one another. So, individual contribution. My individual contribution was focused on ensuring good governance for the group and the conference. I went and I visited the Girkwood Community Hub to assess its suitability. I looked at the facilities and the disability access of the venue. We concluded that this venue was the best suited to meet the needs for this particular conference. I then designed a risk assessment that highlighted the potential risks and what measures needed to be put in place to ensure a safe and effective conference. Alongside this, I developed a policies and procedures manual. This will be effective in guiding the project team to ensure consistent, accountable practice is upheld. I then went on to design evaluation forms for the attendees. These forms will help us to reflect on our strengths and weaknesses of the seminar. They will highlight where improvement is needed and what we did well. This will enable us to gather feedback and strengthen our initiatives. So, the strengths of the process. The process for me has demonstrated strengths, has supported both the quality of the work put into the conference and my own learning through this process. I was part of the decision making from the venue to the valuation forums. I was surprised in my ability to be able to structure a risk assessment in more detail than what I would usually do for the community groups I work with. I learned how to develop my skills better. My contribution has led to a well planned, responsible, and community centred approach to this conference. Challenges faced and how these were addressed. The group faced a few challenges throughout the process. It was mainly around coordinating meetings. Some of our members in our group work full time through no fault of their own, and this created a stress. We managed to meet on Zoom and after class to discuss who was doing what and how each of us were doing. Those that struggled, we all stepped in to help them complete their parts. This highlighted to me that I can work well with people. Though stress can affect group dynamics, I was able to identify the issues and get them resolved and back on track. So, the learning outcomes. My learning outcomes align closely with the Community Development National Occupational Standards. Strengthening my competence as a community development practitioner, I learned to apply good governance effectively. I feel I can now use this skill within my practice to ensure safe and inclusive practices are in place. Design and evaluation, policy and procedures have helped me to strengthen my ability to gather evidence in practice, and this will help me in future projects going forward. Thank you.